Good ladies and gentlemen, again welcome back to your most favorite YouTube channels about motorcycles. This is Two Wheels Paradise. My name is Meshak and I'm so excited that you have actually come to watch this video. If you are new here, you're coming here for the first time, this is Two Wheels Paradise. It's a home of motorcycle content, very good stuff. Please hit that subscribe button before we continue. Because if you miss whatever else I'm going to upload next, you miss a lot. If you can watch my previous videos, you'll know what I'm talking about. I always try my best to give you quality stuff that is going to be entertaining and also educative to you. So welcome to another episode, and today we are talking about the main reasons why motorcycle engines fail. As a biker, a lot of us have gone through this. Motorcycle engines failure. Out of nowhere, you are on your travels and your engine seizes. Your engine knocks. Your engine starts to misbehave. There is so much that can go wrong with a motorcycle engine. One, because motorcycle engines are high-revving. They are not like vehicle engines. Motorcycle engines are high-revving. For instance, for you to achieve 100 kilometers an hour on a vehicle, mostly you find yourself driving at around 2,000 revolutions per minute, RPMs, 2,000. But for motorcycles, you find yourself traveling at around 6,000 to 7,000 RPMs. Depending on the capacity of your motorcycle, you could find yourself even above 7,000 revolutions per minute. That is so much of high revving, and that's why motorcycle engines are delicate, more delicate than vehicle engines. So we need to know what exactly makes our engines fail. Have you subscribed? Take a second and then let's move on. Number one engine killer is overheating. Do not play around with a motorcycle engine that overheats. That one is a disaster you are sitting on. If your motorcycle shows signs of overheating, please make sure it is sorted out as soon as you can, because overheating in motorcycle engines is a disaster, and it can be caused by a lot of things. You can be running on the wrong oil, you can be running on low coolant levels, you can be running on long spark plugs, you could be running on long carburetor settings, you could be running on dirty air filter. There is so much that can cause heat to increase beyond acceptable levels in your motorcycle engine. So if you see signs of overheating, please get to a technician as soon as you can and get that bike checked out. You don't want to have anything going wrong with your motorcycle in terms of heating. Number two, using the wrong oils. Using the wrong oil. A lot of times people don't know the correct oil to use on your motorcycle engine. Guesswork is all over. And that's why you need to have a manual. That's why you need to have a dealership. That's why you need to have an experienced technician who can tell you exactly which oil to use and which one to avoid. Because oil is not just oil. Oils are very specific. The other issue can be low levels of oil. You are running so low on oil. Maybe your motorcycle has an issue with valve seals or piston rings. It is burning oil. You take so long before realizing that you are actually running low on oil, and that only means a disaster. Running low on oil will also cause overheating and also cause knocking. So overheating, using long oil, using low levels of oil are the major causes. The other cause is over-revving the bike. Some people have a habit of revving their motorcycles. Rev the crap out of this bike. Rev it out to red line. That one is very dangerous. I don't even find it exciting. I don't find it funny when people hit level limiters. You hear that sound of at the end of it, when you hit lead line and your motorcycle is now trying to save itself using the level limiter. It is long, it's a disaster, it's not even exciting, it's immoral. in the world of motorcycles. It is one of the major causes of engine failure. When you over-rev the bike, you are overheating it, you are overstretching it, so anything can go wrong at any point. So you don't even need to be told anything else. Don't over-rev your bike, don't do that. We have talked about long oils, low levels of oil. We have talked about over-revving the bike, overheating issues because of the heating system, the coolant system, whatever it is that is causing overheating. The other issue is your long riding habits. Long riding habits. There is so much you can do that is going to make your engine go wrong. Trust me, there is so much. There is so much that you can do that will cause your engine to fail. For instance, I've talked about over-revving the engine. That one is wrong. Second, how you change your gears. Some people just decide to ignore the crash as if it doesn't matter. They'll tell you so many things about how to mash your engine and then shift without using the clutch. If the clutch is there and it is operational, just use it. Just use it. Long riding habits. Someone is trying to achieve top speed but on gear 2. Yeah, you're trying to achieve the top speed of a motorcycle that has 6 gears, but you are sitting on gear 3. So you are overstretching gear 3 to WorldRemit. Your engine is just choking. Long riding habits. There is so much you can do that can actually go long. The other issue is cheap aftermarket spare parts. Some people just look for beauty and overlook practicability. The operational part of every part in a motorcycle is being overlooked when we look at how beautiful some parts are. That's why you find some companies are manufacturing aftermarket parts for specific bikes just to make those bikes look beautiful. For instance, you'll find someone with a crash cover, a crash cover, or the magneto side cover, which is made of glass, transparent engine parts. I don't know what you want to see inside that engine. I have no idea what you want to see in that engine. So you find that some of these parts come so cheaply, made with very cheap materials that emit gases and other poisonous chemicals when they heat up. And those chemicals mix with your engine oil. Okay? You find that these parts are dissolving and releasing some poisonous chemicals into your engine, mixing with engine oil, and they are just intoxicating your oil. So when you're looking for aftermarket parts, you need to ask yourself, is it that the OEM parts are not there? What exactly am I looking for when I'm buying these aftermarket parts? And one of the most abused aftermarket part in a motorcycle is the exhaust pipe. When you put a through pipe, some very, very hollow, open exhaust pipes on your motorcycle, you are just subjecting that motorcycle to a lot of torture. Because the ratio of air intake and air outlet must match. The air filter, air box, the way your air is taken into the engine must match with how much air is being expelled out through the exhaust. So you are expelling a lot of air through the exhaust, but you have not increased the air intake. You haven't done anything on the air box, the air filter. You don't have any aftermarket air filters. You have not even tuned your ECU. You haven't done anything to the motorcycle. You just come and cut off the stock exhaust, strap on some aftermarket cheap Chinese knockoff, a crap of which, I don't know, M4, I don't know, two brothers from some downtown China. You just taking some crap into your motorcycle and forcing it to accept it. You're doing away with catalytic converters. You have already done away with oxygen sensors. You have already done away with a lot of things. Trying to improve the sound, performance, a lot of shenanigans that don't have any science basis on them. Because when it comes to improving, there is ratio of what you are improving. And you don't improve one thing only. If you look at motorcycles meant for racing, they have very special air boxes, air filters, very special exhaust pipe, very special catalytic converters, very special oxygen sensors, very, very special ECUs. They have a lot of special parts put together to produce that extra horsepower that you want. So when you come and cut off your normal motorcycle and try to make it perform better, there is so much that you're overlooking, and definitely you are going to pay for it at some point in terms of repair and maintenance. So your riding habits and your motorcycle maintenance habits also determine so much. The other issue is delayed service. I don't even know why you are delaying your service. Your motorcycle requires oil change at every 5,000 kilometers. You have already done 8,000. Instead of changing your oil, you're just topping it up. Just topping it up. You look at it, it is so dark, you just top it up. You are only adding more trouble by adding more oil into the already dirty and old oil, making it more complicated. Change those oils and air filters and all. And something else, especially when it comes to maintenance, something that people overlook is the changing of oil filter. Oil filter. I would suggest you change that oil filter every time you are changing oil, because if it had trapped some garbage from your engine, then you put new oil, you're just mixing the garbage that is in the air filter with the new oil that you have put in. It beats logic. Why did you do that? And if your motorcycle oil filter is not the washable ones, because we have companies that have made very premium stuff, High Flow, K&N, they have made very, very premium air filters, oil filters and stuff like that. If it is not one of those that are washable, right from the manufacturer, they have been labeled washable, reusable. If it is not one of those, just change it. Throw it away and get a new one. You will be safer that way. Delaying service is wrong. I would rather have you park that bike and wait for the day you have enough money to service that bike, instead of using the bike with wrong oil, old oil, low levels of oil and stuff like that. Using long, cheap spark plugs is another issue. Spark plugs are a major component in combustion. If you use the long spark plugs with long heat range, definitely you are going to make the engine suffer. And at long last, your engine gonna fail. That one goes without saying. The engine is going to fail. So look for the manufacturer recommended spark plugs. Manufacturer recommended spark plugs and use them. Some people think that you can just put iridium, platinum spark plugs on any motorcycle. Please do some research and make sure the motorcycle you want to put those things on can actually accommodate them, because they have different heat ranges. They have different behavior in terms of producing spark, the quality of spark and the amount of spark. They have very, very different operational standards from the OEM, from the standard ones. So before you change those things, make sure you already know what the manufacturer says about what you are trying to do. Finally, the most unfortunate part is riding your motorcycle without air filter. Some people overlook air filters a lot. You overlook air filters a lot. But let me tell you, it is one of those reasons why you're gonna pay thousands of dollars trying to repair or buy a new engine. Air filter is supposed to regulate the amount of air getting into the engine. That is one of the business. Regulating the amount. And that's why we have high flow, normal, standard. That's why we have so many of them. They regulate the amount of air that your engine is taking. Second and most crucial assignment that they have is to make sure that your engine is only getting clean air. Clean. underline the word clean air. Clean air. There is so much particles in the air, especially for us who ride off-road. Rocks, pebbles, weed blows, a lot of dust, a lot of leaf particles, a lot of insects. So much is going to be sucked into your engine when you're riding without an air filter. So much garbage is going to be sucked into your engine when you ride without air filter. Where does it go? It goes straight into the combustion chamber. Combustion chamber. So when the piston links are attached to the piston, are trying to wipe oil, going up and down during the combustion, they are cleaning the oil from the chamber, doing their normal business. They get to trap those particles, very small particles, and they crush the cylinder walls with those particles. A small pebble, when it gets to the engine, subjected to a lot of heat in the combustion chamber, it can harden and become something so serious that is going to crush your engine, like someone came with a hammer to hit it. It's going to crush your engine like someone came with a chisel. Someone came with a nail, just because they are subjected to a lot of heat. So do not risk anything getting into a combustion chamber. Don't risk that one. Don't risk that one. The only way you can keep dirt, debris, a lot of dust, a lot of insects from accessing your combustion chamber is to make sure you are running with air filter and the correct air filter. So these are things that we overlook sometimes, but they are very, very crucial. Very, very crucial. What do you think I have left out? Those are the 10 most common reasons why your motorcycle engine is gonna fail. It is up to you to make that decision. I'm out of here. Two Wheels Paradise. This is Meshach, your home of motorcycle content. So excited that you're here today. If you have watched the video up to this point, please tell me in the comments. Tell me in the comments. I love making new friends. And also, thank you so much for the thousands of subscribers that I've gotten the last few months. Every subscriber to me matters. Every subscriber to me matters. If you find that I'm doing some things wrong, in the wrong way, or you feel like there is something I need to improve, please tell me in the comments. Tell me in the comments, and I'm going to take it up very, very seriously, because I appreciate feedback. God bless you and keep you. Let's continue riding motorcycles. I'm out of here.